Vladimir's Chaos,
Hello.
and Pika.
I am the games master. I am
Pikas.
the one who makes the rules.
Yeah, try.
He's the one that we blame if it all goes wrong. Cool. Right. Yeah, I think I'm good to go.
All right, cool. So I don't know if do you guys want to give people a chance to filter in, or do you want to just get straight into it?
What do you suggest? You're kind of leading this pack at the moment, so.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well,
Go on,
I'll
boss.
just start. I'll start by sort of explaining the rules again. So if you guys have a look at your character sheets, so we're playing Fate, which is a very, very simple system. It's more sort of story based than rules based. So if you look at your character sheets, you'll see in the top right, so you've got your name, and you've also got what's called fate points. And underneath that, you have a list of aspects, which are just things about your character. So how these work is whenever you want to do, you've also got skills. So whenever you want to do something, you make a skill roll. And
Is it a virtual skill roll? I'm guessing. Oh yeah, it's in
yeah.
the top left.
So if you see that there's the D20 button next to that, and on the top there's also roll 4d8, which is just a straight roll.
Okay, we have to move our pictures across a bit, I think.
So how aspects work is you can spend fate points to what's called invoke an aspect, which lets you say, because I have this, as long as you can explain how the aspect gives you a benefit in the situation, you get either a bonus to the roll or you can re-roll it. There's also an additional way you can use fate points, which is sort of the most interesting way, and that's by you can spend fate points to introduce story elements.
Okay, cool.
And I highly encourage you to use that. Like I encourage you to sort of take ownership of the story. Just use that whenever you think like, oh, I think of some, you think of something that you think would be really cool or interesting to add, and I will just work with it. This is not like a pre-scripted campaign where there's specific things that you encounter.
Yeah, so try not to throw you off too much, but just try and add to the
Well,
lore.
I can veto it if I
Oh,
want.
okay. But will it still cost the fate point?
No, it only costs a fate point if I accept it.
Cool.
Similarly, like my version of that is I have what's called compels, which are that's how you gain fate points back. Is I say, I'm going to introduce a consequence based on one of your aspects, and you can either refuse the compel, and that costs a fate point, or you can accept it, and that gives you a fate point.
Okay.
So I'm going to be doing that to you. So feel free to use your fate points to mess with me if you want, in the same way
that you're probably going to mess with us. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I'm going to do that specifically at the most inopportune times based on what I think is the most interesting. So you should feel free to do the same.
Yeah, cool.
So can we do something about our species name?
Yeah, your species are...
with our fate points.
No, I'm vetoing that. You cannot spend a fate point to call your race the Tubians.
Tyrians, right?
Your species is called the Crick.
Yeah.
So you've also got what's called stunts and extras. Stunts are special things your characters can do, and extras are things that your character has. And these can do different things. Usually they're a special way to use skills or a thing a bonus you get in specific circumstances. It depends on what the specific stunt in the extra is. So that's basically it. There's also stress and consequences, but I will just tell you about that when it comes up. So do you guys want to introduce your characters first of all, or do you want that to sort of come out through play?
I don't mind. I mean, give a little bit of a... Because mine's quite a mysterious past type, she doesn't really know what's going on. All right, we can give a little description, I guess. Makes sense, doesn't it? All right, so mine is Sister Mercurial. I'm a multi-personal being. I was derived from something she doesn't really know at the moment, but shapeshifters were made out of me out of my matter somehow. And I'm connected to every living thing because of my matter. And I think that'll do for the time being until we flesh stuff out. Is that good?
Yeah, that's fine. So you're a sort of liquid-based entity. You
Yeah.
found this image.
I'll show that quick. Yeah, so that's an idea of how I'd look-ish, but I'm multiple personalities kind of in one. I wear a suit which can control to some degree who my persona would be at any given time.
All right. What about you, Chaos?
I'm a dog in human form, I guess.
You are basically.
I'm like really stubborn and really strong and really awesome and really loyal, and I just don't understand people. Also, I'm a warrior nun as well, so I'm
Yeah,
pretty badass.
you're basically this like big strong woman who has like you all have both you and Cogitation would have this. Mercurial wouldn't because there's no way to implement them to you, but you'll have these like cybernetic implants all over your body that allow you to use power armor,
Yeah.
which is what's on. That's basically like of the image we found. That's the cybernetic things in your body. You also have these genetic enhancements that make you just thick. You're like big and huge.
I am thick as fuck.
As well as you also have like prosthetic fangs.
Oh yeah, I like those. They're really cute.
All right, Pikas, do you want to introduce your character?
I'm Sister Cogitation, and I'm a eccentric mechanic. And I'm a Kriegs, not another thing. And yeah, I think we'll see during the game. The rest. My species is kind of like militaristic society, and I didn't like how it was working, so I just ran away.
Right, and you're this sort of like an insectoid alien with like a metallic exoskeleton.
Yeah, something like that. And
Right.
I have another like eye, something like visor.
Yeah, you have
Another
a
enhancement. Yeah, my eye.
cybernetic guy. All right. So with that out of the way, let's start. So, in a distant corner of the I'll do my dramatic voice actually. In a distant corner of the galaxy, there is a black hole, the eye of the horizon. Its iris, the plasma of a dying star. Its pupil, a mass so dense not even light can escape it. Built into the side of an asteroid in stable orbit around it is a fortress called the Starless Abbey. This citadel belongs to the sisterhood known only as the Vespers. Once they had another name, but that was before they slew their god and sealed its remains within the eye. Now, these nameless sisters of night maintain a ceaseless vigil, forever committed to their solemn duty, and it is to this order that you belong.
Cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
I've put on some
Just
ambient
okay.
type sounds just
I'm
nice
going to be
softly.
playing music in the background.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll stop that.
So you should be able to.
Cool.
You awake to the sound of gunfire and screaming. Before you can even open your eyes, familiar voices speak directly into your mind. Sisters, to arms! Rally in the. The voice of the abbess abruptly cuts off. You look around, seeing your other sisters in the four-person sleeping quarters also beginning to wake up.
Is this where we just decide what to do then, I guess?
Yep.
Cool. Do you take it in turns, or is it just everyone just say whatever?
The turn order is quite loose, so anyone you just describe what your character does, basically.
Okay. So where
I literally forgot what you said happened. I'm really sorry.
I have my
we're in
like
the sleeping
weapon
quarters, aren't
right
we?
under my pillow, so I just grab it and wake up.
So you don't
Get up. Or is
you
something
don't
like that?
you don't have your weapons with you. The weapons are stored in the
Okay.
armory, which
Okay.
is basically which is just down the hall for exactly this eventuality. All you really have is you're all wearing this. Apart from Sister Mercurial, you're all wearing a synthetic cotton, basically a white synthetic cotton onesie. It's very unsexy and very uncomfortable. The point of it basically is so that you can get up and immediately put on power armor.
Can you
All right, well, I
explain
guess
where
we
we
get
are
up
at the
and
moment? Is
put
it
it on.
we in sleeping quarters? Is that correct?
Yeah, so that's basically your pajamas. It's what you wear. So basically, you've woken up and there's just gunfire and screaming.
Okay.
And you heard the voices of the abbess in your head before they cut off, telling you to arm yourself and rally somewhere. But she cut off before she could say.
Okay. Can I run to our door and open it?
Sure. So you get up. So you would be wearing your sort of your biosuit instead of
Yeah.
this onesie essentially. So you go up to the door and you pull it up. Immediately, the door comes flying off its hinges towards
Oh,
you,
shit.
and I'd like you to make me a. What roll would this be? I would say an athletics roll to like dodge out of the way.
Okay. So what one's the athletics roll? Or just click that button, athletics, next to it?
Yeah, the button to the left of it.
Oh, to the left, yep. A noise happened, but I don't know what. How do I...
So it would be in the chat. So how dice works in Fate is it's
Roll one.
It's six-sided
man.
dice with 2 pluses, 2 minuses, and 2 blanks, plus
Yep.
whatever your skill is. So you rolled a 1.
Yep.
So you roll 2 pluses, 2 and 2 minuses, plus your skill, which is plus 1. So you can, if you want, spend a fate point to invoke an aspect to either add +2 to that or reroll.
How like heavy is this door? Is it like a wooden door? Is it a metal
It's like
door?
basically a fairly like thin metal door. It's the kind of door that like slides, like the Star Trek
Okay.
doors.
And I've got 4 fate points that I can use.
You've got 3 fate points.
Oh, 3 points. Sorry. I mean, I want to see what the one does. If I get injured, I get injured.
Okay,
I'm made
so
of
this is a
liquid.
good point to introduce stress. So how stress works is that's basically your damage track. You've got a physical and a mental stress track.
Oh, yep.
You've also got armor, which don't worry about that for now.
Are we all waking up in the same room, or?
Yeah, you have a shared sleeping quarters. There's 4 people, but the 4th bed is unoccupied. So you've got a physical and a mental stress track, and as you take damage, you take on stress. And once that's maxed out, you're basically out of the game. But you can also choose to take, if you want, take a consequence instead by describing something that happens. Like maybe you sprain your wrist, or you're like you spray anything from like spraining your wrist to like breaking a limb.
Okay.
Depending on how much stress you would have taken.
He doesn't have bones.
Yeah, so those would be not good examples for you.
Sorry.
So
yeah.
that's something you can do in place of taking a stress.
Okay, I want to see what's happened.
Okay, so you're going to take physical stress.
So I just click on the 1, yeah?
Yeah. Cool. And let's see. So you're, basically like it's damage to your biosuit essentially, rather than to you, because you're made of liquid.
Yeah.
So that's your biosuit taking that rather than you. So the door comes flying off its hinges, and you see these 2 figures wearing this golden armor with face visors that fully cover their heads.
Cool. It's quite soft.
They are carrying energy rifles.
Wait, what do we see?
So there's two figures wearing golden armor that fully covers their body, including their heads, and they're both wielding energy rifles.
Well, I charge. Like, what the fuck?
What actually happened with me with the door? Did it hit me on the floor now?
The door flew off its hinges and like threw you against the wall.
Okay, I'm against the wall. Cool.
And you just heard a like slosh.
All right, I'm on. Yeah, cool.
Can I just charge at the thing that just came in, like just head on, like
Yeah, you can do that. So make me a fight roll. BSD chat. Steph is saying in the chat that the output audio is a bit quiet.
What is it? Let me turn you up. What, for both of us? For everyone?
I think just the audio you're streaming.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fine here.
I can't really increase it that much. It might just be turn the desktop volume up, I think.
Have you tried putting your volume up, Steph? Sorry.
So a 2. Do you want to invoke an aspect?
Sorry, what's happening to me?
So you're charging these enemies.
Yeah, because I'm a warrior nun. Sure.
Yeah. So are you happy with the 2, or do you want to invoke an aspect? I should probably tell.
Oh yeah, I
Actually,
can't
sorry, we're
tell
not
what I
first.
roll, by the way. That's not on my screen at the moment.
Oh, it's on
You'll
the
have
chat.
to tell me. Yeah, you'll have to tell me because I can't see it.
Oh,
Not enough
okay.
screen space.
Okay, fair enough. You rolled a 2.
Chat.
So you're charging these enemies with a 2. I would say you can either fail or succeed with a consequence, or you can invoke an aspect.
Okay, I'll invoke an aspect. Does that cost a fate point?
It does, yeah. So which aspect are you invoking?
The warrior one.
All right, cool. Just because you're a trained warrior, so you're just acting on instinct, just leaping out of bed, rushing one of these enemies, like slamming him against the wall. So he's going to take some damage. All right, so you just race to the door, and before they can even get a shot off, you just barrel into his chest and just like knock him against the wall. You notice when you're basically like elbowing him, his armor is almost boiling hot. It is painful. You're not in contact long enough for it to do any like damage to you, and your like sleeping clothes sort of act as like an insulator. But like it is far hotter than anything that.
Wait, it's gold, right? It has
It's
a very low
gold.
melting point.
Well, it's like
Sorry.
it's gold colored. It's not necessarily actual gold,
Okay, sorry.
but it's very shiny. So yeah, it is far hotter than anything that a human should be wearing. So that leaves Sister Cogitation. What are you doing?
I think I will just think. I think too much. One of my aspects.
So that would be me compelling that. I'm not going to compel it this time, but I may do that in the future.
I will just maybe like try to sneak behind them. Like
So they're in the doorway.
You're still in your
Okay,
PJs,
sure.
right? Do you not want to like get some weapons?
Unless you want to like, see, this would be an example of when you could introduce a fate point to change the story, because you could just spend a fate point and decide that your character can walk on walls, and just you walk up the wall and just like grab one of them from the head and pull it up, like in a horror movie.
Just let me check my skills and.
So you could spend a fate point to just say this is a thing your character's race can do.
Okay, I think that's a fair one. I'll just try to walk on the wall and
Cool.
try to,
You
yeah.
give me a fight roll.
I don't have a fight skill, so maybe like what I'm thinking is maybe like
So-
just run
Yeah,
instead
that'd
of
be.
fighting, try to get behind them and like go to the armory or something.
Actually, no, that could be a stealth roll. So if you want to just like instead of like actually attacking them, just like crawl up into the wall, like go
Okay.
out the doorway upside down and crawl along the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth roll. Zero.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So
It's rigged. Wait, what was-
I want you to remember anytime that I say that you take stress. You can just say, I want to take a consequence instead, and just describe what happens. So you're going to take some stress. So you're like crawling along the top of the doorway, and like this
Hold on.
guy, Sister Cage has just barreled into his mate, and he sort of takes a step back and he looks up and sees you, and he just starts spraying basically at both of you. So both you and Sister Cage are going to need to make. I think it
Sorry,
would-
guys.
Wait,
Yeah.
what does he spray at us?
his bullets or lasers. So you're going to need to both make. I guess it would be fight to like dodge out of the way rather than athletics.
Is he my friend? Are you my friend, Pika?
Yeah, you're all like sisters of the order. Like you
Cool,
sleep in the same room.
I jump in front of Pika.
Okay. Make me a fight roll.
Oh,
Actually, yeah.
That's
Sister
my stunt, right?
Cogitation.
Protector.
Yeah. So you have a stunt called Protector that lets you take damage from others. I'll still need Sister Cogitation to make a fight roll just to see if you would have taken any damage.
What did I get?
You got a 4.
Nailed it.
Ooh, sexy.
how do I do fight rolls? I don't have that skill at all.
So if you don't have the skill, it's just roll 4df, which is on the. You see the top of the like skills bar on the left. There's a roll 4df option. So just click that.
I'll shout, just knock him out because I need to see what he's doing. See if I can connect to him somehow. If that's possible.
Yeah. So
Give me
you're.
some info.
Oh, you rolled a -4. Okay.
Yeah,
So Sister Cage rolled a 4.
Rips the head
So
off.
you're going to take the stress. You're going to take 2 points of physical stress, Sister Cage. So what happens basically is, like you see this guy going to fire at Sister Cogitation, and you just leap in front of the bullets and just like take them. So you're going to take
Yeah,
2
I'll
points.
take that.
Yeah, you'll take 2 points of physical stress,
What, as in pick them up? What, laser?
as in like be shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, take him. Okay, cool.
And you're just like you're singed essentially, like really badly singed. Boy, I can't believe you rolled all minuses. Okay, so Sister Mercurial, what are you doing?
I'm gonna ask them if they could incapacitate them so that I can get information from them.
All right. So say that.
Take them out. I need to channel their thoughts into me so I can find out what the fuck's going on. Quick.
Okay.
Okay, well then, like, I don't know if I can charge on them, bite them.
You're just gonna like frenzy and like bite down. Okay. Make me a fight roll. +1 because of your fangs.
Nice.
Okay, so that would be a 4. Yeah, that succeeds. So you just like grab this guy and just bite down on him. Are you gonna like try and rip his helmet off, or are you just gonna try and bite through the metal?
I'm gonna bite through.
Alright, cool.
Okay. You go to bite through, and it is burning hot.
Oh shit.
Just like lasagna out of the oven. What's the deal?
Yeah, if you're gonna like, because you rolled a 4, you're not gonna automatically take stress, but like if you try and bite him, you'll deal damage, but it's gonna injure you back.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Maybe I can use my like cybernetic eye and notice to like find out their weak spot or something.
Sure. So that would be. We'll get to that in a second. So Sister Cage, you're going to take a point of physical damage, and you're also going to deal damage. So there's just like the crunch of metal, and you're shaking this guy around like a dog with a toy, and you just like rip his helmet off, and you see. It looks like he would have been at one point human, but his face is so horribly mutated that he's barely recognizable. His eyes are glowing with this white light. His mouth is glowing with the same light, and he's got like cracks in his face that are all sort of glowing with light.
And this is one out of the two, yeah.
Is he okay?
Well, he's so as you ask that, so was it Sister Cogitation? So you're wanting to use your cybernetic eye?
Yeah, and notice I have that skill.
Cool.
Maybe
Maybe,
like I can find out.
yeah, that lets you use computers instead of notice when you're looking at things. So make me a computers roll. Okay, a 0.
I'm having the best luck.
Skills.
You don't notice anything.
I'll run over if I can and touch the skin, if you want to call it that, of the shaking
Ooh,
about
you're using one of
injured.
your aspects.
Yeah.
Okay, so make me an empathy roll.
Okay.
5. Okay. So again, even with a 5, you were touching something that is even his skin. It's not his suit; it's his skin that is boiling hot.
Oh, boiling hot. Okay, but
You're
on
going to
water,
take
so it's not.
physical stress if you try and do this. You're also going to need to like. Does your ability work through your biosuit, or do you need to like take that off?
Wait, is it boiling hot or more than
Through it,
anything I've ever
I
shown?
think would make sense.
Say again.
Through it, I said. What did you say, Chaos?
Nothing. Move on.
Okay.
Okay. So you touch it. So you're going to take a point of physical stress from just like, and that's you that's you boiling essentially.
Okay. But boiling water is still water, isn't it? It's just.
Yeah, it's still it's within the suit, so it'll settle back down.
Okay.
But like your part of your body has changed state,
Okay. Yeah.
which is not good for you. But you can connect. So with a 5, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to like read his emotions, or are you trying to influence them?
Trying to find out what he's doing, why he's here. Maybe aspect of who he
What the
is.
fuck's happening?
Bit of everything.
Cool.
Yeah, like flashes of things, maybe.
All you get normally when you use this ability, you get like these flashes of like words and images and sounds. All you get when you touch him is just this flash of light.
Okay.
Just light and heat. You
Oh,
don't
that's
take
going
any
to be
mental
the
stress.
god thing, that we put in the sun in the big hole in the middle of our orbiting asteroid or whatever it is.
You don't know. All you get is light and heat. You don't take any mental stress because of that, because you rolled a 5, but it is overwhelming.
Okay.
So meanwhile, the other guy who was knocked into the wall is going to get up, and he's going to fire at. I mean, all 3 of you are in the doorway now. So he's going to fire all 3 of you. So I need all 3 of you to make a fight roll.
Cool.
I'll give you +2 to the roll because he's not aiming at any of you specifically.
Cool. I got 4. Nailed it.
And
Nice.
Chaos got 4
Hi,
as well.
Pa.
Okay.
Nice.
Again?
Oh,
Something
Pika.
is wrong.
It's okay. Can I protect Pika?
Oh, is it Pika? Oh, sorry,
Sure.
I've
So
been
you
saying
would
it wrong.
take another physical stress or a consequence. Up to you.
I'll take a consequence.
All right. What happens?
Maim me, baby.
So you would take a mild consequence, and that'll go away at the end of the scene. So what happens to you?
I don't know. You're the DM. What happens to me? Like nothing if I'm choosing.
What's up? Oh, sorry. The vodka and Iron Brew went down the wrong way. So it's up to you.
Oh, I haven't drinks.
When
All
you
right then.
take a consequence, you have to come up with what happens. Remember that you guys are very much like part of the. You're telling the story as well.
Okay, I've got a very mild headache.
From being shot in the head. Sure, like your head gets singed and you just get this like flash of pain. Yeah, right. Mild add consequence, mild headache. So consequences are a thing that I can compel as well, like aspects. But depending on how severe the consequence is, it goes away sooner. Mild consequences go away at the end of the scene. The other two types basically won't go away until after the session.
Okay, so this one's keeping with me forever.
No, this is a mild consequence, so that's just
Oh, cool,
staying
cool.
with you until this combat encounter is finished, essentially.
Well, cool. Can we finish that shit off?
Yeah. So, Sister Cogitation, you're out in the hallway by now, and you can see there are other Vespers are fighting with these soldiers.
I was a lot smaller. Cool.
You can see the armory just down the hall. What are you gonna do?
Can I get the gun that the Sister Mercurial, the ones that Sister Mercurial like empathied with?
Yeah. The laser weapons.
You want to attack the guy?
Take the gun, maybe.
Oh, sure. So he's still holding the gun. So you'd have to take it off him.
Okay, which roll do I do?
That would be a fight roll, I'm afraid, which would just be 4DF for you.
You'll get -10 or something.
Can't you just like launch something and grab it like the engineer you are?
I think you're just kill me here and like we'll.
So all I'm gonna say happens is you fall off the ceiling. Like you try and like reach down, and like grab the gun, and he like jerks it around, and you just like fall off the ceiling onto your back.
I think Pika has some kind of.
Deformality.
Bug.
Yeah, something wrong with him.
He keeps rolling zeros. That's like not fair.
Probably you like drop down from the ceiling onto him to try and grab the gun, and he just like throws you like a few feet away. Okay. So who's Sister Cage? What are you gonna do?
Sorry, what happened? He fell off.
Yeah. So Sister Cogitation tried to like drop down from the ceiling onto the guy who's been de-helmeted, and the guy just like threw him away.
How about I just punch that head off?
Cool. Make me a fight roll. 5. Okay, he is dead.
Nice.
So you like
nailed it at last.
punch him, and you hear like a crack,
Chaos
and
killed
almost I don't know why I'm doing this off camera. Almost immediately, he begins to disintegrate. His skin begins to turn black, and he begins to the light goes out, and he starts to disintegrate into ashes. The other guy is starting to get up. Sister Mercurial, what are you going to do?
I'm going to. Well, what was my things? Rapport fight. So what did Miss Chaos do again?
I punched his head off.
You punched him so hard he died.
Right. Well, I think I'm going to need the weapon, so I'll just pick up the weapon.
The light literally.
And then give it to Pikas.
Pikas is like sprawled on the floor a few feet away.
I'll just drop it on top of him.
You're probably. Actually, you don't have a shoot skill, do you?
No.
And Sister Cogitation does, so that's actually a good shout.
You can always give Pika
Yes, well done. Yeah, I just dropped it on Pikas.
Pika's good with guns. Like, give it to him.
I don't know. I'm not.
Probably end up shooting himself somehow.
A gun gets thrown at you. Are you gonna make use of that?
Yeah, I'll try to shoot. Like.
Yeah. So there's this other guy that's getting up. Are you gonna like shoot at him?
Yeah.
Cool. Make a shoot roll.
I'm scared.
Come on. Me too.
It's okay. You can do this. You can do this.
Oh, he's killed himself again.
Okay. You're just like. You've been thrown, and you're just like trying to turn around and catch this gun and then fire it. You miss.
Are you serious?
Have you actually rolled any other number than 0 yet?
Seriously?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Remember to when you spend a fate point, remember to remove it from your move it down your sheet.
Wait. Oh yeah, I haven't been doing that. Wait, have I used a fate point yet?
Pikas has.
Okay, yeah.
So you roll a 0.
What's the refresh?
The refresh is not relevant. It's how many fate points you get at the start of a session.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you rolled a 0, so you miss. And the guy's gonna get another shot. I think Sister Cage is honestly the most threatening right now. So he's gonna.
Yeah.
he's gonna make a fight. And you rolled a 3. Can you beat that?
I don't know. Am I rolling a fight or like physique or like
You're rolling
sexy?
a. Actually, no. Hang on. It's
Defense or
not a fight.
something?
It's a shoot. Sorry. Oh, you rolled a 4. Brilliant.
Cool.
So yeah, it's going to be a fight to dodge.
Can I grab the
To dodge, isn't that athletics or something else? Well, I don't care.
I think your fight is higher than your athletics, actually. It's the same, actually.
Okay.
What did
So
I do?
3, so that's one difference. So you're going to take a stress or a consequence. Remember to mark your stresses on your sheet.
I don't know how to do that.
By clicking the boxes.
So 1, 2, 1,
How many were you on?
0, right?
No, you're on quite a bit more than that.
Not that I recall. I've got a mild headache. That's all I know.
You should roll
Uh,
like
That
You
might
did
help.
take some stress earlier when you were attacked. We'll say you're on 1. So this would be your second stress. All right, so he's shooting at you again.
Can I try and communicate with him?
Sure. How do you want to communicate with him?
Just ask him what the fuck's going on. Like, why? Just what?
Yeah,
What do
dude,
you
like,
want?
what's up?
Yeah, like what the fuck's going on? Like, why?
He doesn't. He just keeps shooting.
Oh, asshole.
Fucking wanker.
Yeah.
All right. Is anyone else wanting to do anything?
Yeah, sure. I'll pick up the gun from Picker, Piker's,
yeah,
Yeah.
you should try.
and just have a shot. I don't know.
You can't just like take it off of him. You don't. You can like try and attack physically if you want. But like Pikas has you can. So what you're imagining is you give him the gun, he fires it and misses, and you just take the gun back.
Oh, is that one move? I
Can
said I'm gonna
you
take the gun
use your
back.
liquid form to get into inside of him and pop him up?
If that's one of my abilities, I can try that.
I'll say that you could do that. That would be just like a fight roll, essentially.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's give that a go. Fight.
You would have to like leave your biosuit, obviously.
Can I not use my abilities outside of it? Because it's got.
Also, remember what we've established about these guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're
And what they, yeah.
Try not to touch.
Okay.
Well, gas expands, so it's like double the points
Yeah.
as he pops him up from inside.
Sure. Let's see how it goes for you.
All right. Well,
That doesn't sound.
I got a 2. Does that mean he's got a roll as well now?
Okay. Are you sure you want to do this?
No, I don't actually. By your
No,
tone
don't listen
alone.
to me. Like, I clearly don't understand.
No, but I'm
people
gonna
on the
die.
call. I will never let
Um,
you die.
I've only got 2
Cool.
more points left, I think.
I will die for you. I will just
I might
keep
end up
on
killing
biting.
myself.
So he would make a fight roll in response. So you can just like punch him. That's a thing you can do. He gets to. He rolled a 6, so he's not having that.
Oh,
Which
hey,
so it doesn't do much.
Punch him,
I didn't
and
even know I could roll a 6.
he is. These guys have quite good fights. So you go to like punch him, and he like grabs your wrist, and you just feel burning.
Okay.
You're gonna take 2 stress, 2 physical stress, unless you want to
2.
take a consequence instead.
I'll take a consequence.
Okay, so that would be moderate consequence. You can if under consequences, if you click add,
Yeah.
and then click moderate,
Yeah.
and if you type compromised biosuit, so your biosuit is
Okay.
just like burned through now.
In a certain area, or like just on my arm or something.
On your wrist.
On wrist, yeah. Cool.
Is he still wearing his suit? The guy attacking the holder.
He's grabbed my wrist, hasn't he? So at
Yeah.
this moment, yeah. So he's got.
Okay, can I
control-ish.
pick up those 2 bitches and just run away?
You can. So there's other Vespers fighting with these guys all down the hallway. So this is sort of the this area is the sleeping quarters area. So there's a bunch of like 4-person sleeping rooms and also the armory that is attached to it. And there's other sleeping quarters throughout the complex.
So can I freely run to the armory where we can put the armor suits and the weapons on us?
You can, but suiting up will take a lot of time, and this guy could just follow you.
Fine, I charge again.
All right, make me a fight roll. 4. Let's see if that's enough. He rolled a 2, so he's dead. How do you want to kill him?
Ooh. Can I bat his head through the helmet and he just pops like a popsicle?
Ah,
Yep.
nice.
Thank you.
So he stops moving. He's wearing his suit, so you don't see him disintegrate, but he just stops. Okay. So
I finally take his gun.
Is he still holding onto my wrist?
no, he's let go at this point.
Ah, cool.
You've managed to get away. Okay. So you look around and you see that the other Vespers finishing off the last of the soldiers. There's a sort of sense of panic and confusion. A lot of them are making for the armory to suit up as fast as they can.
I guess we should all go get your guys' armor.
Yeah.
Are we
Should
still
we
on
make-
PJs?
Yeah. You're in they're
Can I take
battle.
a good look at Pikas? Yeah.
They're battle.
With that nice
long
metal
johns.
skin.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Again, they're designed so that the cyber the ports that allow you to integrate into power armor are exposed. They're not designed for function. They're not designed for form or for sleeping. They are designed solely so that you can get up and put on power armor before doing anything else.
Okay, cool. What about the stuff they left over? Can we wear that?
Yeah, their armor.
So,
That's a good idea.
you could put the armor on, but it won't. It's not as good as Vesper armor.
Okay.
Because
fine.
Vesper armor is actual power armor.
Guys, shall we go and get some armors?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best.
We should head to the.
Let's brush
Should we run there?
I mean, it's just down the hall, but you could hustle, sure.
Well, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't take a gentle stroll, personally.
It doesn't make any difference. You can see the door from here.
Go!
Okay, so you book it for the armory. So I will show you this. So this is all the equipment that you can go. You can also the armory has any weapon that you could sort of imagine. So feel free to make anything up. This is the standard equipment. It's mostly energy weapons and grenades. The main thing is the power armor, which you can just take a second to read over there. Everyone else.
Gonna show us something, but I don't see anything.
Oh, there should see a handout.
Oh, yeah. If I scroll down, I had this little line. What the fuck?
So everyone else is in the process of getting suited up. It's quite a lengthy process, but you've been trained to do it very quickly, so it only takes a couple of minutes.
So this is what's in the armory, yeah?
Yeah, so you can just take anything. You're limited in what you can carry physically, obviously, but you can all put on power armor and a few weapons.
Okay.
I will take the energy sword.
Cool. So you can just add those to your sheet as extras.
Cool.
Standards under extras at the bottom of your sheet. If you click add plus add. So the standard
You're the GM. Can't you do that?
I can add it if you want. So the standard layout is power armor, an energy sword, an energy pistol, and an energy rifle.
Cool. I'll take the heavy armor, the energy sword, and
I might just stock up
and a
on loads
pulse
of
grenade.
grenades.
Cool. Can the rest of you add that to your sheet, alright?
Actually, I
can
changed my mind. Can I have a stun grenade?
You can take both.
And I did. Okay, fine. I'll take an energy sword, energy pistol, and one stun grenade, please.
Cool.
And add lemonade to that. Actually, can I have a meal?
There's no the meals are in
Sorry.
the refectory, which is
You've just eaten someone's head or chewed on it.
Sorry. And I'm still peckish.
Yeah, your mouth is a bit like your headache's gone away, but your mouth is still a bit singed.
Just like when I eat lasagna. Just
Okay.
cannot wait.
So as you guys are sitting up, from a corner of the armory, you hear this sort of sound of like sobbing.
Where do you put the information about what we pick up?
It's under extras, so that's the
Oh,
things
yeah.
that you have.
Okay. So I just put
So
whatever,
you
yeah?
hear the sound of sobbing from the corner of the armory, and I don't know if any of you are going to go over and check.
Someone's crying.
Yeah.
Let's go and check, guys. Can we?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go over and check.
No. I'm asking the boys if I can go and check.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it. Yeah.
The girl and the boy.
I mean, you're all sisters. Gender, the Vespers, like I was telling you earlier, the Vespers do not care at all about gender. Everyone is called sister, but that doesn't actually reflect at all on your pronouns.
But I asked Taika and he said it was a he.
So you go over, and you see one of the newer initiates who you recognize as Sister Prudence. She's quite like a young like woman, basically, just like basically a girl, and she's just sort of like curled up. She hasn't like suited up or anything, but she's clutching a energy rifle, and she is splattered with blood, and she's just like in the fetal position, rocking back and forth, going, "There was so much blood. I had to do it. They were gonna kill me. So much blood."
At a girl! Smack, smack!
Okay, do you want to make me a rapport roll?
I don't have that.
Wait. Sorry, I missed that bit. What just happened?
So there's
Maybe
this
Korik. for her.
young initiate just like rocking back and forth, sort of muttering to herself, clearly traumatized.
Are you guys gonna let me talk to her, or are you?
Oh, I could probably find out because I've got quite good empathy.
Yeah. Or you can positively influence her or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you probably don't need an empathy roll to figure out what's wrong with her.
Okay.
Yeah, just to suit her. maybe.
It's fairly clear. I mean, you can
What
make an
about what about
empathy-
rapport? Because then I might be able to convince her to join us.
Yeah, if you want to
Is
talk.
anyone
to her,
here good with people? Because I'm clearly not.
Yeah, you keep biting people.
So Sister Mercurial is
Shut up, I'll bite you.
quite good at people.
Yeah, with empathy, he can influence people positively.
Empathy is to like
Yeah.
read people.
Yeah,
Um,
you're the people, like, being.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to convince her to join us.
All right, make me a rapport roll.
I'm in shock, dude.
Where's oh yeah, cool.
It's
Right,
one of your main skills.
cool.
4. All right, what do you say?
What? Sorry.
What do you say to her?
I don't know what just happened, but we can help. Join us, and we'll find out what the fuck's going on.
She looks at you. She's still a bit like blurry-eyed, but like you've sort of presented her with like an obvious authority figure, and she just like nods and just sort of like gets up, very much on autopilot.
Okay.
At a girl.
Can
So
someone
around
carry
you,
her on
all
the
the
back
other
or something?
Vespers in this area are done sitting up, and now they're sort of like looking at each other, trying to figure out what to do.
Can you dress her up?
Is she injured or anything?
Yeah, if you like direct her to put on power armor, she'll do it.
Mhm.
So the sort of sense that you get is there's this sense of confusion, and people are like, "What's going on? Why did the abyss cut
Bit of
out?"
shock. Yeah.
Yeah, people are just sort of like, confused. They're not sure what to do. There's this. They seem to be of like two minds about whether to secure the refectory, which is which is nearby, or like secure this area.
Okay.
Normally, the abbess would be communicating with you telepathically to give you instructions, but for some reason, she's not doing that.
Okay. So we've
Know
got her
where
now.
their rooms is.
Was that
Abyss
focus?
room.
Is there anything particularly we need to protect?
There's the armory.
Is there a way that we could use the light
Is there a
rifle
thing that
to
really
seal
stops
the?
us from going into the black hole?
That would be
Just in case, like asking.
the asteroid itself is in stable orbit around the black hole. That's on its own.
Yeah, that's the thing, sure.
But there is a shield generator on the lower levels. It's very well sort of protected.
Okay. So you don't really need to worry about that.
We can try to make something good and like.
I mean, clearly the enemies have sort of. You know that the shield generator is supposed to prevent teleportation, and there also should have been warning if enemy ships were approaching. So clearly something is going on. The shield generator is what sort of like prevents it's the main thing that protects you from radiation from the black hole, and also from like enemy attacks.
Can we have a look around to see where these other beings that are fighting us are going or aiming to go?
Are you able to
targeting.
do like some magical thing with your connection and like find what's happening?
So by the way, this area is secured. All the enemies are dead. If you like look under their like armor, you see that they're just ashes at this point.
Will I just get another flash if I tried to do empathy thing again?
You can't do empathy because they're dead.
Oh, okay.
But he's connected to everything.
Yeah,
They're ashes. They're literal ashes.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Should we head for the like shield generator or something, or like directly for the abyss?
Should we go towards
To see what's going on.
Noise, or should we go toward the abbot's office, or should we?
Maybe try to fix generator.
Yeah, I mean, where do people want to go? Generator?
Or the abyss.
Well, look for the abyss. Or miss abyss, is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, cool.
Yes,
Abyss
the abbess is in
Abbess.
Leader of an Abbey.
Okay, we'll aim towards there, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go to her office! Yay!
Okay, cool. So to get to the abbess's office is called the Caligonus Sanctum. To get to there, you're going to have to go through the.
Did you? Is it called the Cunnilingus symptoms?
Caligonus Sanctum.
Not
Caligonus means
symptom, no.
like dark.
Sure.
So to get
Okay.
to there, you're going to have to go through the refectory. So you there's a few. You leave. So like the other hallways between here and there have been secured. There's a little bit of fighting, but for the most part, this area seems sort of like well defended. Most of the sisters are like taking up defensive positions to like make sure to keep the armory secured. But there's a very much like a sense of confusion. No one really knows what's going on in the other areas. Eventually, you get to the refectory and you find like dozens of other sisters from the different areas across the compound have met up. There's two you recognize as sort of senior sisters within the Vespers, Sister Calamitas and Sister Tenebrarum, and they seem to be arguing.
Can I first of all ask the person that we got into our group if she's able to fight with us or if she just needs help? So
Sister Prudence. So she just like gives you this like she seems like she's on autopilot and she just gives you this like doe-eyed look and she's just like I don't know.
All right, guys, we need to decide if we need to keep her because she doesn't seem that with it.
Okay, what about if you keep her but on my shoulder as a shooting thing?
What uses a shield?
Or like
Holy fuck!
catapult thrower.
Throw her in front
Yeah,
of
so
a
she
few
feels
bullets.
protected and she can just shoot at everything she sees.
She just sort of goes, I didn't know it would be like this. I can fight. I think I can fight.
Can I touch her to make
But you'll
her
fight
think
better on
that
my
she's
shoulder.
better?
Yes, make me an empathy roll.
Okay, cool. 4.
Cool. So you touch her and you feel this sort of like sense of nervousness. There's these flashes of like the image of her like shooting someone, and like the spray of blood, which is
blood.
just this very vivid
not...
red. And you also get these flashes of her, her life before she joined the Vespers. It was just her living in this sort of like rural farming world.
Well, that's where I come from. Before I was sold as a slave and started playing things in a mausoleum.
The story's coming together.
But it's not clear enough for you to sort of like pick out a clear story. But you sort of like just send this like this sense of like certainty and calmness, and it seems to sort of like calm her down. And she just like stops and she goes, "Okay, I can do this."
So she will be my turret?
I think so.
You're not quite big enough for that to be feasible. Like, you're big,
That
but you're
is-
only like 7 foot.
So I can definitely keep a little girl on my shoulders to shoot
Right, that's your
things.
pet
She's
now.
not She's not like 8. She's like at least she's about like 17, 18.
Wait,
She's like,
is she a normal sized human being?
yes.
Then I can definitely hold her.
Let's do
It-
physic roll.
It
You
wouldn't
better
be
shoot
as,
yourself.
Let's
though,
roll
would you?
physical for this.
it wouldn't be as feasible as just like shooting people yourself.
I mean, I'm sure she can run with us, right? Yeah, she's a human. She can just walk.
Like,
Look, I want a turret.
All
It
right.
shouldn't be as fancy.
I'll say
No,
you
it's
can
fine,
do
it's
that, but
fine.
it would be infeasible to like carry her around like that. She can walk. She can very much like walk on her own.
Yeah, I don't need to carry her. She like use her leg strength to stay on my shoulders. That's what I do with my boyfriend.
And just put her on your shoulder. Just let her put her on her shoulders. I think.
Sure.
Yay! We
okay.
broke him.
So you like put her on your shoulders. So yeah, you see these two like senior Vespers arguing, and there's also like the other Vespers are like talking to each other, trying to figure out what's going on. A few have taken up like defensive positions at the entry point, but this area seems very much secure for now.
Can we explain to them what just happened? So we kind of ask them what happened to them as well.
Sure.
conversing.
So the other sisters are like the Sister Calamitous and Tenebrarum.
Both of them, like just ask both of them, like what.
All right.
This is what happened.
So
what's
you
happened
go
to you.
up to them and you sort of hear what they're arguing about. There's things like, it's the audio breaking up for you, Chaos.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what to do about that. If you try like disconnecting and reconnecting, I can hear everyone else fine. So I'm not
No,
sure
it's
what
fine
to-
now. It was
Okay.
just a little bit. So what's happened?
So there's these two senior Vespers. Sister Tenebrarum is the same species as Sister Cogitation, but she's a different sex. None of you are quite, other than Sister Cogitation, none of you are quite sure how sex works for the Crix. But she's got a much darker exoskeleton and she's about a foot taller. You don't know if that means she's a different sex or a different race or what. But so she's Sister Calamitous, who she's arguing with, is a human, but she's almost entirely cybernetic. Her limbs, half her skull, half her torso, one of her eyes have all been replaced with cybernetics.
Basically a
and Sister
cyborg, yeah.
Yeah. So Sister Tenebrarum is saying, we need to make for the Calignus Sanctum and find the Abyss. Something is very wrong. And Calamitous is saying, there's no time. We should strike at the heart of the enemy and tear it out before they know what's going on. And leave the Abbey unsecured? Are you mad? All I need is a small strike team. Everyone else can stay here. And then they both like notice the three of you approaching.
Go on, Pikas.
Oh, just because he's
Try your best,
she's-
mate. Come on.
he knows, like,
So we're
get
approaching
on her.
new people. I'm not gonna be the person here.
so they're not new people, like you know everyone else in the order. These are two sort of like senior leaders. They've been with the order for years.
Are they my friends?
They're basically their family, essentially.
So everyone is my friend.
So
Basically,
you can trust them. We can trust them, obviously.
Okay, cool.
We trust them though.
Woof.
Calamitous
Everyone.
Calamitous is known for being somewhat unstable, whereas Tenebrarum is known for being like a very calm, almost overly cautious leader.
What were they recommending? Could you tell us again?
Say again?
Tanembrum was saying that we should go to find Abyss.
Yeah, so Tenebrarum is arguing that they should like reconnect with the Abbess, who usually like is the one giving orders, but for some reason has normally you have like a psychic link to her or to them, but for some reason that's not that's been cut off.
Do we know how to
From
restore
experience, I think the best thing we should do is split up.
something?
Sorry.
I'm gonna slap. No, that's cool. Okay. Go on, Pikas. You can choose to do something. You
Wait,
got
wait.
this.
Do I get a slap or not?
You get a slap on the ass.
Nice. Grr.
I think we should go find Abyss, as Sister Tannenbaum said.
So are you saying that out loud?
Are
Yeah.
we going with all of them, or should we leave someone behind to die?
What
Like
as in?
none of the party, hopefully.
What?
Sister Tannenbaum turns to the three of you and goes, she goes, Cage, Cogitation, Mercurio, it's good to see you. How are things in your area? Is it secured?
Yes. We beat them. Munch, munch.
Wash your mouth is all singed.
She nods and goes, good. We need to meet up with the abbess. Something is... I don't know what's going on, but this is the first time she's ever cut off. I've been with the Order for decades, and I've never lost contact with her like this. And Calamitous just goes, it doesn't matter what's going on. All that matters is taking out the enemy. And she
Who is
turns to the
enemy?
three of you and she goes, come with me and we can take out their main ship before they know what's hit them.
That's a tough choice.
Where are we going?
Oh, it's up to you guys.
No, I mean as in we'll ask them where we're going. Where do we need to go?
Right. Calamitous is just like, we'll take one of the ships in the shipyard. We'll get to their main ship. We'll take out their leader. After that,
No,
they'll be in disarray.
I think we should do as Tannenbaum
I
says.
think we should check on the abbess because, you know,
Yeah.
she's a human being and I'm loyal to her.
Yeah, cool.
Tannenbaum
very-
goes, I'm
Or
glad...
an alien being. I'm not like.
Should we ask them to lead the way?
So Tannenbaum nods and goes, I'm glad you see sense. And she like shoots a look at Calamitous, who just like sulks and walks away. And she goes, we'll leave the other sisters here to keep this area secured. I don't have any intel for the area around the Calignus Sanctum. So
the
we'll...
Cunnilingus syndrome. Yeah.
Calignus Sanctum, yeah. Calignus is a word.
Cunnilingus is a word too.
I'll take the three of you. All three of you are loyal sisters. I trust each of you. She looks at like Sister Prudence as well and is like, perhaps we should leave you here. You are somewhat untested.
She's my turret. I keep her. I like her. She comfy.
Yeah, she's alright. Can we ask her who does know the Calignus system?
Calignus Sanctum.
Sanctum, sorry.
Well, like she doesn't have any intel because she doesn't have anyone who's come from that area recently.
How does she know of the like?
Because she lives here. You all live here. The Calignus Sanctum is just the area where the abbess is.
Okay, but no one knows the area.
No one knows what's going on with the area right at this moment because you are actively under attack.
But because she doesn't know the area, is there someone that we can get on board that does know the area well? Or
We know the area.
You know the area, you just don't know if there's enemies in there right now or not.
oh, okay, I can see.
Are there cameras or something like in the halls?
Say again?
Can you like?
Are there any cameras or something like CCTVs?
Not that are accessible from here.
Okay, cool. So is there a way we can like shoot the light off, like get them in the dark?
So there is like you could go down to the lower decks, but that would take longer than just going straight for the area.
Might want to just throw an EMP grenade in there.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's shoot the shit out of them. Boom, boom, boom.
That'll take out all the electrics, won't it? Make it dark.
Yeah, you could do that. It only takes out the unsecured electrics in a local area, and because you're near a black hole and you get a lot of radiation, all of the electronics within the abbey have been secured against EMP blasts.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was fun.
I guess we'll just go and have a look. We'll just see what happens.
Okay, fine. Let's get in there.
All right.
Yeah.
Put some
Cool.
different music on. Oh, I don't like that one.
Oh, having a march.
Feisty. We're gonna get there, guys.
No, that's too aggressive.
Is there a boss coming up?
Yeah, it sounds like boss music.
Actually, it would be suspenseful. Bam. All right. So you make your way through the hallways. It's tense, and you have more than a few shootouts that I'm not going to make you roll for. Sister Tenebrarum handles herself like extremely competently. Like it's clear that like, she's been fighting for years. She knows exactly what she's doing. Sister Prudence is kind of freaking out. She doesn't know what's going on. She's just like firing randomly. She's had like training. You've all had training. She's wearing she's wearing like you're wearing heavy power armor and she's wearing light power armor.
What does she look like? Like just
She's just like a young human girl.
yeah, but red
Yeah,
hair,
that's
black
really
hair.
cute on my
She
shoulders.
looks like Ellen Page.
Okay. Fucking hell. Everyone looks like
Oh,
Page.
I love it. Does she hug me every now and then?
She sort of like grips onto you because she doesn't know what to do.
I like that.
Sister Tenebrarum sort of looks sidelong at you for like bringing her along. So yeah, you sort of continue down, and then when you're on this sort of going down this empty stretch of hallway, suddenly you all feel this roar in your head, this psychic roar that blots out all your senses, and you feel this burning sensation all over your body and this burst of light.
What if I don't really have a body?
Mercurial, well, you do have a body. You have like
Yeah.
Okay, you feel it all over your water.
All right.
And Mercurio, it feels like when you touched that soldier before, but much more intense. I need you all to make me will roll.
Will. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely have that.
I'm gonna use one of my fate points.
Oh, I do. Wow.
For what? Are you invoking an aspect?
Well, no, I'm just guessing it. This is gonna be quite painful for me, and I've only got a couple of health points left.
Nice, Spiker. Nice. You're getting there.
Finally.
Well, you
Coming
make,
back up.
you make a roll first. Chaos, you rolled a 2. So you make a roll first, and then you decide if you want to invoke a fate point.
I got a 1.
Okay. Do you want to invoke a fate point?
Yeah, let's do that.
Which one are you which aspect are you invoking?
Let's do. What would help? Shit.
What aspects you got?
In fact, I'm going to compel, because I don't think there's nothing you can really invoke in this situation. But
Okay.
I'm gonna compel natural empath. So you can either reject this and it'll cost you a fate point, or you can accept it and it'll give you one. But because you're sort of more naturally psychically resonant, you're actually going to take one more point of mental. You're going to take one extra point of mental stress than what you would have previously.
Okay. What? So if I accept it, I get a fate point.
Yeah, and if you reject it, that costs a fate point.
Yeah, I'll get a fate point. Why not?
All right. So, Sister Cage, you're going to take a point of mental stress. Sister Mercurial, you're going to take 2 points.
Okay.
Unless you can think of a consequence.
Wait, what? All of us? Oh, I guess that's fair.
Maybe my control of my personas start to erode a little bit as a consequence.
So that would be a severe consequence.
Oh shit! All right, cool.
Actually, no, that would be another moderate one.
Okay.
I'm playing a bit fast and loose with the rules, but none of you know what the rules are, so that's fine.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, mate. Like.
So yeah, you would take a moderate consequence, and the consequence would be you basically lost control of your personas, so your personality is gonna fluctuate a lot.
Yeah.
So that's that.
My dogs keep barking. Can we take a minute?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Distressed, and I don't like this.
Yeah, so we'll take a short
Thank
break
you.
now. I'm going to eat some of these peas and I'm going to get some more iron brew.
Peas?
I've got some roasted peas. They're very crunchy.
Roasted peas? Is that a thing? Is that like
Yeah.
from like a Bombay mix or something?
It's when you take peas, right?
Then roast
Are
them,
you
yeah?
with me so far? So you take some peas and you roast them. And you put spices on them.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to eat myself so you don't have to hear me crunching peas. Alright, we'll be back shortly.
Mhm. Cool. So, chat. Steph, you still there? Who we got in chat? Steph, Lenny, you about still? How you finding it? It is fun. Poor Pikus. Pikus, you still there? Yeah, sure. How do I? Oh, wrong one. That's their audio, but my one's max there. If I put that up massive, it would just overtake mine. Yeah, but that will just everyone will be able to.
I'm back. I've got my bitches with me.
You got that? Can you hear me still?
Say hello, Dai. Nice.
Hey.
Say hello, Snuffles. Good
Yeah.
boy.
Is about there, I think. You're right, Steph. Steph, is that good? I'm trying to sort my mic. Your one mic is now in Windows, Simon. What? Oh, in Windows, it's 100%. Look. I can try to put the mic closer to my mouth, but I don't know if that'll help. Oh, well, it's on 100. I wonder if I can properties. I'm gonna increase the decibels to, let's do 40. I can't do 40. 10.
Oh, I should probably go and pee while we're having a break.
Yeah, cool. Alright, see you in a sec.
I'm gonna leave you with the dogs on
With
the mic.
Yeah, cool. Is it louder now? I hope so. Is it a bit too loud, or how was it?
I said stay the fuck down.
That was good shit. Spot on. Okay, cool. Okay, if I turn my desktop audio up to, say, there. I don't know actually. If I put on some music or something to match it. Actually, can you hear the background music that Bunton's playing? Okay. How loud is this? Yeah? Cool. But and you can still hear me, yeah? Cool.
How's everyone enjoying the game so far? How's chat like?
Yeah, good. Yeah, cool.
I see Steph
I
posting
fixed
a lot of
my I fixed my audio as well. I had to increase the decibels from the it's advanced audio properties.
What was the last thing you saw, Lenny? I feel
Sweet.
bad now. I missed all this conversation
What conversation? What?
with you and Steph.
Oh no, it's basically just me fixing my audio. Like, it's in the chat. I don't know if you can see the chat. She's just telling me to turn it the fuck up.
I don't know if you missed anything, Lenny, because I don't know when you left. Oh, there goes. See this again, so I can
Yeah, my
see
usual
some
point
keys.
on my speaker volume. Cool. The video is going to be a bit weird with the volume differences, but
Are you enjoying it, Steph? Who's Commander Root?
who?
Someone called Commander Root in chat.
How do
Know
you
what
see
is.
that?
It's in the chat. You can see check the users.
Oh yeah. I think there's quite a lot of like auto mods type thing that check, which might
Oh.
account for some of them. I'm not exactly 100% sure all the time, but or lurks. Who's lurks?
I don't know.
You enjoying it, lurks?
These peas are so crunchy.
Crunchy. Oh, lurks is a bot too. Cool.
What was the last thing you saw, Lenny? I can catch you up while we wait for Chaos to come back.
I think Pikas is back. He's chatting away.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear this.
Or the music.
No, me crunching on peas.
Oh no, you're right. You're fine.
I hear that, but it's
Well,
fine.
basically, they met up with this with one of the senior members of the sister, and now they're on their way to find the abbess, who's the leader of the order.
Savile alien touched my wrist. It's alright. I've lost 2 mental points from that. I'm scarred for life.
House is back.
What was that?
It's a shame Bidet couldn't play. No,
Who?
Bidet.
Who's Bidet? In the
Sergeant
toilet?
Bidet.
Like, what?
Sergeant Bidet.
Oh, Sergeant Bidet. Okay.
Such.
Hey,
I don't
Chaos.
think I've
Sarge.
spoken to him much.
All right.
He's epic. You really
So-
should.
Oh, is that the
last-
music guy?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. I know the band.
And
that's
much
sick.
more.
Cool.
So the last thing that happened is you heard this sort of psychic roar that filled your mind with the sensation of like light and burning. You sort of come to sorry, I've just seen what Korik has done with his character sheet. So you sort of come to, and there's you're on the floor. Prudence is like Cage is as you've fallen over. Like Prudence is sort of like sprawled on the floor, like clutching her head. The only one of you that's standing is Sister Tenebrarum, who's just sort of like staring into space.
Okay. Can I heal or at least ease the mind of the sister that's on the floor? I can't remember her
So
name.
I'll say that you can use your ability to sort of like take mental strain into yourself.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I use a fate point for that to not take as much or something like that? Or
Do you want to introduce a story element that would allow that to happen? You guys can do that. At any point, you can just say, I think this would be cool to happen, and I have to just go with it.
is there anything that you'd suggest, since it seems like you had something in mind? I just want to hear.
I've got nothing in mind.
It definitely sounded like you had a suggestion.
No, I was just thinking about how that would work.
Okay.
Welcome to the Bunton Eats Roasted Peas stream.
Can I have a healing property of mental capacity?
So you can use it. You can use it for more than just adding abilities that your character has. You can use it to like change things about the world.
Okay. It definitely does sound like you've got something in mind, though.
No, I just want you guys to use this thing because I think it would be fun.
Okay. So let's have a quick think.
Maybe like you can shield us or something.
Yeah, I could probably use a psychic ability to manifest itself.
Yeah, mentally shield us. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Water freeze shield. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or use the particles of myself in some way to manifest
I'd say you
a
could
shield.
spend a fate point to say that you sort of absorbed all of the
All of it for everyone, yeah.
or most of the like bad mental juju.
But I've already taken damage from that. Would that count as that I take all of it for myself from
I'd
other
say if you're
people?
wanting to say that you absorbed most of it, you would take any mental strain that anyone else experienced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can that
I can
kill
do that.
him?
It could, yeah. Well, I think when you take like max mental strain, it drives you insane. Is how it works, I think.
Okay, cool. I can deal with insane. I can't deal with that.
But do you want to add a story element?
What, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Like when I was in the Coliseum fighting for like entertainment, one of my friends died in front of me, and I swear like revenge, and I will never let anyone die in front of me ever again.
Cool. So that's like a defense psychic ability type thing, maybe? Like a rage?
Maybe like, yeah, like berserk.
Yeah. So they introduce a story element that can also be like, you know, you had this thing the whole time, or like a character suddenly appears, or you know, there's some like, you know, something like that. It's just you saying this is what happens in the story.
Can I have a special button on my suit that restores all my health and all my mental capacity to the original
I don't think that should be
state?
vetoed. I think that's a pretty cool button.
That is a pretty cool button. But it destroys the suit or something.
Yeah, just a bit
Oh,
overpowered.
nice, nice. A
Ooh.
consequence.
Mm. They can just be
Bunton
they
is
can just
so
be liquid floating about
confused.
all over the place.
All right. Well,
I think we should let Taika decide. He seems like the most level-headed person here.
Hmm. Come on, Pikas. What do you think?
I think I'm just like that. Like maybe yeah, you can introduce a story element like that. You can mentally shield us, and we can move all together like within close proximity.
Yeah, maybe that's an
Yeah.
ability of my suit that I can.
So I would say you can do that. You would take an additional mental strain because Cage experienced. Who was it? Who was it? You? Was it Cage or Cogitation who took a strain?
I took a strain.
Yeah, I didn't take any damage so far.
I
So-
took
I don't
a,
know if I can jump in front and like get mental damage because that's like
No, but Mercurial, you could say that, and you would take an additional mental strain, but
didn't I take 2 previously because of
because you're more susceptible, yeah. So
Yeah.
you would take a third one, but you would protect everyone else.
All right, let's do that.
Cool. So that's a fate point you're spending as well.
Okay, yep. Back
So
down
the
to
rest
3.
of you sort of like experience this quite muted. So you're still standing. Prudence is still on your shoulders, but she's like gripping quite tightly to you.
that's the way
Sister
I like it.
Tenebrarum is still like staring into space. Mercurial is flat on the ground.
Okay, is he okay? Are they okay?
You're sort of you're a bit dazed because you had this like flash of like light and burning, but it wasn't as overwhelming.
Okay, but I see my friend on the floor, so I gotta go and check.
So
That's
Mercurial
what my
still seems to
character
be
does.
conscious, but like the bit of liquid, there's a bit of liquid that's come out of the area on
The wrist.
Of
Wait,
the
yeah,
dick area.
where the suit on the wrist where the suit's compromised, and it is just like freaking out. It's like, you know how that thing that ferrofluids do, where they sort of like spike and like move around.
Okay, I can try to fix the suit.
Sure, that would be engineering. Maybe an engineering roll.
Oh, I love it, Pika. You can
Oh,
do the thing.
There you go.
The only thing is you don't have any materials.
Can't I just like
Surely something. Yeah.
can I use like notice or investigate to find him some material?
Maybe not fully fixed, but maybe like just prevent leaking.
Yeah.
Can
So
I
if you
just smash the wall and make him work? Like
Would
material.
that recover a physical?
well, make me an engineering roll first of all. Okay.
Oh, for
If it's-
fuck's
So without-
You
without
tried.
experience,
Thanks for trying.
there's nothing you can really do.
Tycast, stop this!
Tenebrarum is still just like staring off into space.
Are we sure Pika doesn't have a bug?
Can I try and recover?
Yeah, I mean you can just like get up. You're sort of like it's sort of past now. You're a bit dazed,
Okay.
and you've got this sort of like lingering sensation of like light and heat, but you can still just like get up.
Can I try and
Unfortunately,
analyze what that is and try to
You-
see its source?
You do still have the consequence, like that your personalities are out of control.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to interpret that as like violent mood swings.
Okay, yeah. Can I maybe make a rash move of just running into the darkness to do some investigation or something?
Sure.
Yeah.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Just quickly ascertain what the situation is and what's around us, what we can do.
What's wrong with me?
So the situation is that you're in a hallway, and it's empty.
Oh, it's dark, yeah. All right. Well, I just run forwards towards.
It's not dark. The lights are still on.
Okay. All right. I just run towards the end of the hallway.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you can do that. What are the rest of you doing? You see Mercurial like get up and just run.
I follow.
Yeah, I'll follow. I don't know if it will do any good, but
I'm a doggy. I go after you. You run, I go.
So what do we find?
Tenebrarum is still just like staring into space, by the way.
yeah, we forgot about that.
Are you gonna leave her behind?
We can try to like shake her or something. And
Yeah. So you shake her, and she just like comes to, and she's just like, we should keep going, and she just sort of like walks off.
I shout, I'm way ahead of you, or some shit.
Can I just pick her up and then we'll like go forward?
So Tenebrarum, she can like walk fine. She was just like in a. It's like she was in a trance. Mercurial is still just like booking it down the hall into unknown territory.
Oh, okay, cool. I picked that girl up and we follow Mercurial.
Cool. Make me opposed fight rolls.
Oh,
Or
what?
opposed athletics rolls, actually, for like chasing each other.
I mean, all of us. Or...
Even me?
You will never let me get physique, will you?
Physique is more like of a passive skill. If you got poisoned, that would be a physique roll.
In that case, I would have changed the stuff around and have fight as the top one.
Do I need to
have
make a
to-
roll as well?
Yeah, make me a athletics roll.
Oh.
Okay, so like Cage just like catches up with you and like grabs you. What like state, like emotional state are you in? Are you like
Panic?
exuberant? Are you like angry and fighting with her?
Just like panic and a bit of confusion from the...
Wait, no, I'm
Mental state.
picking Tenebrium. There's like all days and shit.
No, Tenebrarum has like she got cogitation, shook her, and she's like come to.
Okay, cool.
It was
In that case, like, I'm sorry, I
Mercurial that
missed
was
that.
like running down the hall when you've had several fights already at this point.
Oh yeah, and she's quite weak. Yeah, I'll carry her and run.
So you like go up to her and you run after her and grab her, and she's just like thrashing around, panicked.
Cool.
It's okay. I squeeze her, make her feel okay.
A bit of like a bunch of it like liquid comes out of the wrist.
Oh no.
Not
It's still
again!
like one-
Oh,
it's-
fucking Lenny moment.
It's not like spilling onto the floor. It's like a sort of goop, and it's sort of like moving around.
Can
I'm so
I
sorry, Mouse.
collect my goop?
To finish that thought,
To bring it back into
Yeah,
myself?
Yeah, so you can like concentrate and like
Yeah.
it's just because it got squeezed out like a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
I'm
Lovely.
sorry, you were so cute. I just wanted to squeeze you.
So like you can keep going. Mercurial is just going to alternate between like angry and cursing you out, like exuberant, like panicked and confused, and just all these different like emotional states.
Can I try and calm myself?
You
Or
can make like a will roll, but it's going to take
Yeah.
active effort to like stay in a single sort of persona.
yeah, I can do that.
Okay, how about you stay messed up and like use that in fights to be like well messed up all over the place energy ball.
I could do actually.
Mm.
Actually, I'll keep it, and I'll investigate
Investigate what?
what's ahead.
So Cage is still carrying you because you're super unpredictable right now and might just run off.
Okay.
We should just continue.
You basically had a head wound. That's basically what's going on.
Yeah, got a concussion or something.
Oh, I'll hold you. I'll hold you tight. I protect.
Does that help with any mental state?
Does what help?
There is no protect skills. I'm sorry.
How do you recover like physical, mental points?
Normally it would be at the end of a session, or if you take like a rest.
Oh, okay.
That's not really an option right now.
All right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So you would
Like,
basically
it's always an option. You just get a pillow and you go to rest.
Don't even need a pillow.
just
might
wake
not
up
wake
to
up.
like 5 guys shooting at you.
So you might not wake up.
So you can repair the biosuit once you have materials. It's just until that point.
All right. Well, let's just keep going. I think.
Taika, should we go and find material to like repair him?
So that would be
Yeah. We can just maybe like just continue our like search for Abyss.
There might be something up ahead, I guess. Probably not,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
I guess so. But can you like keep an eye out for shit to fix him?
But no, you said like notice is just for computer things, or like can I use it to find materials? Figure out.
it would be investigate to try and find materials, but you would have to tell me what you're looking for.
Okay, can I investigate to find materials to fix that little bitch in my arm?
Where do you see that? Make me an investigate roll first of all. So you have to make a roll and you have to justify it. Okay, with a 1, that you're not going to be able to find anything.
Okay,
would
you
have-
guys are all cutting out.
what are mics?
Yeah, I think that's on your end. Okay, so you sort of continue on. Prudence is.
That's still nothing.
No, you can't hear us.
It's fine on my end, so I think it might be just your.
Oh,
You back?
Is it fine now?
speak to me.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay.
I can hear
Hello?
you.
Yay!
Oh, I can hear everyone. Okay, so I need to like do a roll, which I did, and then
It was a
justify
1.
it.
So you didn't succeed. So for the time being, you're just gonna, Korik, you're just gonna have to roleplay your character as wildly changing in mood.
Okay, I'm gonna try and provoke whatever is ahead. I don't know. I'm just shouting at whatever's in front.
Like, can't we just rip off wall and like fix him?
So that might be a thing that I compel later on. For now, like you sort of continue on, and Prudence is sort of she's still muttering to herself just a bit, and she's just like, I didn't think it would be like this. I've never seen anything like this. In Tenebrarum, who's like sort of come to, but she's lagging behind a bit. Does the sound really bad? Oh no. If you try disconnecting and reconnecting, that's all I can recommend, because I'm sure it's on your end. I think it's fine for everyone else, so I don't know what it could be. Oh, turn that chat. Oh, my hands are all covered in like
Pea dust.
yeah.
Can anyone hear me?
Your hands are covered
Yeah,
in
I
pea.
can hear you fine.
Hello.
Yeah.
So,
You peed yourself.
We just can't. Oh, you are cutting out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to the technical issues stream. I don't know why that's
Your
happening.
connection has been interrupted. Anything you do right now will attempt to get you back online. Check
You're
off
online.
data
We can
site
hear
for
you
more
now.
information.
You're good.
So we can hear you. We can hear you fine.
Well,
Can you hear us?
apparently I'm not allowed to do anything important, which is okay because I never do. Well, I can hear you. How
Yay.
you doing?
Yeah, we can hear you as well. I don't know what happened there, but we've
Oh,
just.
and I can hear my dogs, which are not having a good
Hear
time.
them. Which one is that?
They can sense the internet's out.
Okay. Should we just carry on?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Chaos?
Is that
Chaos. Ah.
Shit, too much damage.
continue fucking live?
So it's just going to disconnect and reconnect. Cool. And I've got pea dust all over my keyboard.
Oh dear.
Sorry, these peas are very Moorish.
Cool. Might have to look up some peas to eat. I'm guessing they're like the ones you get in the Bombay mix.
Probably. It's just peas. You put oil on them and you put them in the microwave until they turn brown, and then you put some spices on them. That's
What
basically
spices?
it. Whatever you can use, like paprika, Jamaican jerk.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what
I
I put
like
on
cayenne
peas.
pepper usually. Cayenne pepper might be nice.
Cajun seasoning as well is quite good.
Okay.
Who have we got in chat? Still Steph and Lenny. Alright.
Don't think she's back yet. I'm going to toilet then whilst she's sorting that out.
Cool.
2-6.
Lenny, where is it you live just now? Oh, cool. I don't know why you seem confused about that. Peas are so Moorish. What's my postcode? It's EH. No, I'm not going to do that. Not while we're live streaming. I don't care that no one's watching. I've just got like vodka and Iron Brew. Sponsored by Bar.
I'm back. I'm guessing Chaos isn't.
Nope. Still sorting her life out.
She's... Oh no, she's not on Discord.
Now would be a good time for either of you in the chat to like go to the loo or get a drink or something. Instead of just sitting here and watching me eat peas.
So which game will you play next, Korik?
So I think probably as much as what is it? Is it Bunton? Is it you that doesn't like the David Cage games?
Specifically Detroit, but yeah.
You
It's
don't like
mostly
Detroit?
his insulting attempts to like address social issues, which is most
Okay.
evident in Detroit.
I mean, there's quite a bit of that in
Yeah, there is.
yeah, in Beyond. I could do Silent Hill.
For a change.
Silent Hill 2. It's always good. Yeah, I might
Yeah,
do
I've
a
heard
Silent
very
Hill 2.
good things about Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite games ever. That's so good.
Yeah,
I don't know how much it's aged because it's been a while since I played it, but yeah, it's a really good story. Spooky vibes.
I think it's mostly the mechanics that haven't aged well. I think it's got one of those games that has like tank controls.
Yeah, it's old school Resident Evil controls where you don't. It's not the direction you press that you go. It's more the direction that they're facing.
Yeah, tank controls.
Yeah. What do you say? Tank controls?
Yeah, that's what that's called.
Okay, so okay. Cool.
I wish horror games scared me. I tried playing one on stream and I was just like disappointingly unfazed.
There's some quite good horror games. Have you ever played the Silent Hills demo? PT?
I've seen a playthrough of it, but never actually played it.
Yeah, that was super good. I actually well, I played it around my mate's house, and he literally went into a different room because he said he can't watch me play it. and it did make me jump, and the controller flew out my hand at one point, so that's cool. I mean,
it's just like jump scare, or
it's got that element of horror and you feel the tension. It's very tension,
Well, the
it
thing about
builds
like
quite well.
about jump scares in the game is that jump scares are actually like they were released well. They're the culmination of tension rather than like something that builds it.
Yeah. I mean, it depends what kind of game, because Silent Hill is kind of always kind of tension always is about, and it's more mysterious. You don't know where it's coming from, and you get like sounds that kind of like distract you, and that's it's really well done in that aspect. Oh, I've got a PT. Yes, I do. I've got a remake.
After they
I might have
because
to
they
play that
deleted
first.
it, and it was like everyone had to like there was a market for like PlayStations that still had PT installed on them.
Yeah, I've got one that's I think is a remake of it, which I might try to play.
I can't remember the last time that made me like gave me a proper like jump. I think it was that like Korean horror comic, the one with like the jump scare.
Yeah, that's really good. That is when I saw that. That's cool.
I remember reading the one about like the train, and that one got me.
Yeah, he's very well actually. Oh, good. Too scared to play something that's been precariously. Game is a horror game, Bunton. It was great. Why is it? Try to attempt at a horror.
He's talking about the game that I played on stream once.
Oh yeah. What was that called?
Agony, I think. It was a game about literal hell.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I saw some of that. Which there's loads of I wouldn't say H.R. Geiger-esque, but hell mixed in between. Very
the thing I
aesthetic.
most like, well, we can just like stop here and pick this up another time.
Can do. I mean, I don't mind starting
like...
Silent Hill 2 if you want.
Yeah, I'm quite tired, so I might go to bed soon. But it would mean Bidet could play as well.
Yeah, alright, I might use Silent Hill for another day then.
So yeah, this happens when you play, especially when you play games online.
Maybe I'll be more lucky next time.
Yeah. All right. All right. I'll actually. Fuck it. If you're gonna play PT, I might as well like. Do you want me to like sit around and spectate?
You can do, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Share your screen.
Yeah.
I'll turn the music off. All right, we're going to play a different game now.
Oh, I'm going to stop this stream, but then start another one just so that.
King Stream Gang again because it's technically a different game, so you're allowed.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Thanks for organizing this.
Yeah,
Cool.
thanks, Bunton.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Cool.
Bunton.
We can
If someone wants to reply in the group DM to Chaos, because my hands are all covered in pea powder.
That's cool. All right. Well, thanks a lot. And that was, what was that called? Sisters of Night.
Sisters of Night. Yeah.
Sisters of Night. Cool.
I'm gonna have to rewatch the VOD to see how I come off.
Yeah, no worries. I'll probably have a section on this. I've got a YouTube channel now, which I might upload this to, so we can keep track of stuff. So
Cool.
cool. Cheers, guys.
See you another time.
In a second.